Hello and welcome back to the What is K-pop podcast, in which we're talking about all things K-pop. Now, on holiday, woo, like I've mentioned several times. I mean, most of the things I talk about the past couple months after we booked it is I'm going on holiday. Screw you all. We're not constantly. It's more kind of actually, to be fair. But yes. So if the sound is a little bit weird, or you can hear the wind, or there's a rogue seagull, I do apologise. I'm at the seaside. I'm sure you lot can understand. But yeah, I could have sworn I've talked about this before, but I searched it up on my episodes thingy, and it doesn't say anything about Daily Direction. So I'm a bit confused as to if I dreamt it, or it could have been during that funny period when things with the podcast weren't going terribly well and I was just trying. But then again, I feel like this group wasn't Daily Direction wasn't announced until kind of recently, just before they debuted. So now I'm a little bit confused. So if I have talked about Daily Direction before, then oh well. And if not, then good. We're good. So yeah. I'm gonna have to tell you about the stuff that happened on holiday, but I'm gonna tell you afterwards. We're gonna talk about Daily Direction first. Also shortened to DD, is a six-member South Korean group under Odd Wave, consisting of Kim Joo-hyung, Lim Ji-hwan, Ivan Lee Won-woo, and Jang Yoon-suk. They made their official debut on the 23rd of February 2026 with the first delivery. Daily direction means that daily choices accumulate and shape each person's own direction. Rather than following a fixed, predetermined answer, the group embraces a core narrative of creating their own path through trial and error and the process of making choices. And their official rating is 2-3. Hello, we are Daily Direction. We don't know their fandom name just yet, but I'm sure that will come in time. Might if it gets announced soon, I'll listen to their music and then tell you about their fandom name, or I just listen to their music and then I'll just say the fandom name in a different video about them. I don't know. I'll just figure it out. I'll yeah. So N Kim, birth name is Kim Min Jae, but legalized it to Kim Min Soo. He is a leader and main vocalist, born on the 15th of June 2002, making him a Gemini and a horse. And his representative day is Saturday. He was born in Seoul, South Korea, and is a former member of U-Name, which was originally created for the web drama The Debut Team, but due to requests of fans, the company decided to add new members and planned to debut the group as a real thing. But they disbanded on the 2nd of September 2025 without ever debuting. I think I talked about them at some point. Uni. I don't know, I've talked about. No, I haven't. I've talked about a lot of things, but not one of them, apparently. So, yeah, I used to be under Free Y Corporation from 2023 to 2025, and SM Entertainment between 2021 and 2023, and the originally fictional YM Entertainment, which created Free Y Corporation for the web drama The Debut Team, and he was on NCT Universe Last Star in 2023, but not selected for the final lineup, as we know, which obviously became NCT Wish. And he trained for around 4 years before joining Daily Direction. Next one we have is Kim Joo-hyung. Kim Joo-hyung. Vocalist and rapper, born on the 15th of March 2003, making him a Pisces and a goat. And he was born in Munjung-dong in Songpa-gu, Seoul, South Korea, and was revealed as a member on the 21st January 2026. And he actually used to be a member of Nine between 2022 and 2025, and left the group just before their third anniversary. And he was on Universe League in 2025 2024 to 2025. I used to be under First One Entertainment. That was Nine Eyes agency before they left and then started doing their activities alone. Yeah. I was a bit confused as to why he would then debut again, but I guess, if like you really want to become an idol, then I'm not gonna tell you no. Next one that we have is Lim Chi Hwan. Lim Dong Hwan, but legalized it to Lim Chi Hwan. He is vocalist and rapper, born on the 24th of May 2003, making him a Gemini and a goat. And he was a contestant on Be My Boys in 2025. What group made Be My Boys? No, what? Yeah, came from it. Oh, you see. Yeah, they debuted yet? Oh, they were supposed to make their debut in January, but yeah. Yeah, this was the group from that has Jail in it. And I thought that was a bit of a tragic name given recent, well, not recent, kind of old news with Taylor from who's been NCT. Yeah, I wonder if they're gonna debut soon. I hope so, but you never know. So he was under Freewire Corporation, but then transferred to Old Wave with the other members. Next member we have is Evan. Would you pronounce it Evan? But it's like E-Fan. So I'm gonna carry on saying Evan. Also known as Jang Yubin. He's been rapper and main dancer, born on the 10th of June 2004, making him a Gemini and a monkey. And he was born in Seongdong-gu in Seoul, South Korea. And he is a former member of Mirai, 2020 to 2024, under his real name Yubin, and obviously was under DSP Media during that time. And he has his driver's license. Next one we have is Lee Won-woo, lead vocalist and lead dancer, born on the 16th of October 2005, making him a Libra and a Rooster. And he was born in Seoul, South Korea, and obviously was in Free Wine, then moved to Odd Wave. And he was on Boys 2 Planet and was a former pre-debut member of what we now know to be All Hours. He was under Eden Entertainment from 2021 to 2023 and is the younger brother of Wonjun from E-Last. Lots of information. And lastly we have is Jang Yoon Sok. He's a vocalist and maknae, born on the 2nd of April 2007, making him an Aries and a pig. And he's friends with MBK trainee Jungjin, and also moved to Odd Wave from Freeline Corporation. And he previously attended Flowing K-pop Idol Academy. Ooh. So yes, how many songs did he have? Roomba Roomba Doomba. Roomba Doomba. That is. I was really trying. And then self. Yeah, okay. We will have a little look see at those and then give you my opinion on them soon, hopefully. Yeah. So obviously, if you are only staying for daily direction, fully understand. I hope you have a wonderful day. Normal schedules should resume, but honestly, I'm having kind of a bit of fun with just doing random episodes at the moment. Like with BTS coming back, doing episodes on their discography and stuff. So I guess I kind of want to carry on the momentum of just doing episodes kind of a bit more regularly, but obviously I do have other stuff. I do have other stuff that goes on in my life, so I can't exactly say an exact new schedule, but if all is well and good in my life. I guess the usual schedule of Tuesday, Friday will carry on, just with other episodes in between because obviously this goes out on Friday and I'll be back home from holiday. So, yeah. Random episodes any other days, but the regular episodes on Tuesday and Friday. So, yeah. Now I'm going to talk about my holiday. Okay, so this happened yesterday. So today's Wednesday. This happened on Tuesday, and we went to so there are like these things called like sea life centers, and they sea life center. I can't like explain it, but it's a family-friendly exhibit with a variety of sea creatures, and they mostly offer like family play areas and group packages, and they do stuff with kids as well, like schools. Um, and it's I think they're good to the animals. Like I'm not gonna like, I'm not gonna say that they abuse them because I don't know. But I know that there are some contentiousness and questions about whether or not aquariums are really good for animals. But I do think that they are. But yeah, so we were gonna go today. But when we were up on the seafront, which is kind of close to the aquarium anyway, I was like, well, why don't we just go now that we're here and it's kind of close to lunchtime? We can have our lunch there. One was like, yeah, sure, fine, do it, mate. If you feel up to it, then we can do it. So we go up there, and it's all good, and we have our lunch, I have a ham sandwich, and these group of so I go to an autism support group. I think it might have either been a school or it might have been like the place that I'm at's version of that support group, which, really cute. It was really nice. All of the people were they just kind of all stayed together, seemed polite, they like this woman, teacher person just whips out a load of sandwiches, which I was like, oh, that's actually really cute that they had all sandwiches and like everyone kind of got to have the sandwich that they wanted and stuff, and I was like, oh, this is actually really cute. So we like go in, and it was actually really fun to begin with. But then we get to like so you can touch like animals, right? You have like a touch pool, and it's mainly for kids. And I was under the impression that it was going to be like starfish and some crabs because that's what they like it is normally. But no, it was like sea anemones, which you can touch them and they are completely fine. Like you're completely safe with touching a sea anemone. But I didn't know this, but I don't know what it does. I actually ChatGPT'd it, which I know is like not good because it's AI, but I was genuinely curious about what it was that actually happened. Um, where was it that I taught? I said it. Um, so also there was a funny thing with the potatoes one as well. Which I also ChatGPT because I was like, oh my god, am I gonna die? Um, so yeah, I I touched like the sea anemone and it started like sucking. It was like "Mm," and it was like grabbing me with its tiny sticky tentacles. And it was really weird. And so I screamed, flung my hand out of the like touch pool thingy, and I sprayed like there was a woman, and then there was the woman who was like the sea ranger person. So that's what and this mother and a kid, and then obviously there was my mum stood next to me, and I flung my hand out. Everyone got splashed, and I was like, "Ew!" Like I was just like, "Yep, no, I think that's my cue to leave very very quickly." So yeah, that was it was really, really weird. And luckily it wasn't crowded at all there. It was mostly like toddlers with their parents, parents with their young parents with their kids. And yeah, so we also went around the penguins. We have to like sanitize our hands in there. It was really strange. But in the seal rescue center thing, because they usually do have like unwell seals, like in the little seal hospital thing, but no, there wasn't any. And they actually like set out scenes, so like you could see like the equipment that they used to get the seals. And there was two like stuffed seals, not taxidermied, but like toys. Clarify that a little bit, not taxidermied. With like a plate like set out in front, and I was just like, oh, it's so cute. Um, but yeah, there was also an otter. There was like otters there, and there was only one otter, I think. It was very, very strange. But yeah, there was all sorts of fish things. And yeah, it was like £20 but for both me and my mum, and we only were there for like half an hour, which, was a bit confusing. Because like you would think, oh, like an hour or so. But no, it wasn't. I think it would have been like better if there was people there. Or I don't know. Maybe not actually, because I don't really like that. I don't know. It was fun. But yeah, we went into the gift shop and I was trying to find something like trying to find like a postcard or like something cute, and I ended up finding like a cute little turtle thing. And it was like a shark, a magnetic shark thingy with like magnets on its fins and stuff. But no, I found a cute little turtle. It's currently stuck to our fridge. And it's gonna go onto my radiator at home. So yeah, I got that. And earlier this morning, so I was like, I'm gonna go for a Chicky Wonder. And I was kind of thinking like, oh, it might just be like easier to pay with my card. I don't know what's up with my like card like contactless and such. Like it really does not like me at the moment. So like I could have realistically tried it again and like put it into the machine this time and put in my PIN, but it just did not want to do it. So I was able to pay with like actual cash, but I was a bit concerned in case like the shop had become like cashless. Um but no, it was fine. Yeah, I was able to get some things for my friend who's at home, as usual. But yeah, there was also like so you can get like these jar thingies to put sand in. Right, so we have two at home, and we've done it before, obviously. But this time it's fresh air. So what I might do is, because obviously I want to put sand in there for funsies. Dad said to put like half sand and just like have half of it still be the air. But yeah, for my friend. And then I got a little. I think I'm gonna give my sister the snow globe and a capybara because I didn't know which thing to get for the boy friend boy. I kind of get confused with like explaining about my friends, yeah. But no, the I don't know if we're currently having like a storm. Oh, no, storm. I mean, no, it doesn't say. I'm just looking at the Met Office thing. Yeah, yeah, that's the annoying thing. That it's just windy. Because it can just naturally be kind of windy, obviously, at the seaside, because it's coming off of the um coast. Yeah, let's have a look at the UV thing as well. Ah, it just says low. That's good. Yeah. Anyway, so that has been my holiday so far. Thus far. No doubt we will have even more chaos in the coming we're only here until Thursday night because we don't like to leave on the Friday because it kind of gets busy and it's just like, so we're gonna go on Thursday night. Today's Wednesday, nearly afternoon, noon, late morning, almost afternoon time, almost lunchtime. My favorite time of the day. So I might go and have one of my mum's cakes actually, quite nice. Anyway, you don't need to know all of that. But yeah, thank you as always for listening to the What is K-pop podcast. Oh, I've got biscuits actually. I'll have those instead. Yeah, thank you as always. Always appreciate it. Thank you as always, and bye. Bye.